Here's one of the latest interviews from Rock and Metal Revival. If you want to hear the whole show, go to rmrshow.com. That is brand new music from one of the favorite bands here at Rock and Metal Revival, Primal Fear. It's called Angels of Mercy. Dude, I'm loving this new album.
Oh, it's great, man. I haven't stopped listening to it since we got it, man.
I can't wait for we're going to unleash it on everybody when it becomes available. And we'd like to welcome lead vocalist of Primal Fear. It is an honor to have Ralf-Scheepers with us today on Rock and Metal Revival. Welcome to the show, Ralph.
Welcome. Great to be there.
Hey, first off, we are big supporters of Primal Fear for over the years. We've been playing your music since we started 10 years ago, and we love this new CD, Rulebreaker.
Thank you very much. Appreciate your words.
Well, and I guess with my first question for you, Ralph, is with the success of your last release, Delivering the Black, were you trying to go with the same formula when you went in to do the new recording for Rulebreaker?
Well, we knew it's not going to be easy to top Delivering the Black, and you're right. Somehow we kept the pace and somehow the rhythm of the album, so we really somehow also geared a little bit up and said, yes, we have to continue this vibe on Delivering the Black. And ever since I heard the demo phase, the demo songs, which brought in for my vocals, I said, yes, this is going to be an upgrade again, so let's do this. It's just amazing. I'm really happy with the outcome.
So I've always wanted to know, what's the significance of the bird on all the covers of your albums?
Oh, it's just a mascot, it's just a little bit of label of Primal Fear, so if you look at the mascot, you look at the eagle, you know which band it is immediately, just instantly know this is Primal Fear.
Okay, so it's the same bird pretty much?
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
absolutely.
I wasn't sure.
Now, Primal Fear is coming up on a 20th anniversary in 2017. Are there any plans to do a special tour with that, Ralph?
Well, as we are doing a huge tour this year, I think next year is going to be a recording year again, but never say never. I mean, we are doing a world tour this year, starting in Europe, going to North America, then Japan, and negotiations right now are in the talks that we might do Australia the first time, and also negotiations are going on with South America again. So this year is going to be huge regarding touring, and summer festivals as well. Maybe next year then writing again and also doing summer festivals. You do always the alternating thing, just recording and then going on tour again.
Excellent. Well, I often find myself turning people on to Primal Fear's music quite often. Does it bother you that there isn't a better outlet here in the U.S. to expose your music to U.S. metal fans? And do you think internet... Okay.
Yeah, nowadays it all came down a little bit to the internet, Facebook, YouTubing and stuff, and of course still the radio, and we hope still hope that this will survive because it's the only media somehow to transmit our music through the air, and should still be there. I mean, also in the internet, of course. So, I mean, we're grateful for every kind of support. So, coming live is also a very important factor nowadays. That's the reason why we now come back again after 2 years. Although it's always really a hard fight to come to the States with all the working visas and stuff and all the effort, the paperwork you have to go through days, but it's all worth it.
So is there going to be is there a vinyl version of this album coming out?
There's going to be a vinyl as well, yes.
Oh, nice. I'm going to have to get one.
Cool.
So you said that you were going to come to North America. Now, Jerry and I have always wanted to see a Primal Fear show. Are you going to do a big trek across, or are you just going to hit the major markets?
Well, it's going to be a big trek this time. We're starting in the East Coast, Hartford, New York, Pittsburgh, then heading slightly to the Mid-East, Cleveland, Detroit, Chicago, Minneapolis, Lawrence, Denver, Seattle, Vancouver, San Francisco, L.A., Vegas, San Diego, Phoenix, Dallas, Houston, Orlando, Tampa, Atlanta, Baltimore, Albany, Philadelphia, Worcester, Montreal, Quebec, Toronto.
Wow, that's a great tour. We're gonna have
and he had them all memorized.
Yeah, you can find it easily on our homepage, www.primalfear.de, and there's a sector tour. And you just pick your favorite city, and we're going to have a beer afterwards.
We're going to have to see it in Chicago. Hey, Ralph, back in 2011, you released a solo CD. Are you planning on doing a follow-up to that someday, or was that just a one-time thing?
I think it's pretty much a one-time thing because, there's no time left for me at the moment. I'm so very busy with Primal Fear and also somehow my teaching and also my other projects. I sing here and there. People can still book my vocals if they're interested in having a song on an album or whatever, and that's what they do. So I'm quite busy. I can't complain.
So we heard you were involved in a movie project back in October.
Yes. That was an invitation from Terry Wickham, my buddy. He was actually visiting the show in 2014. We were in America, and he was visiting a show, and he asked me if I'm into movies and if they can use music for their movie. And I said, yeah, of course you can. And then we talked a little bit backstage, and I said that I was also filming. So he had the idea to bring me into the movie called Devil's Five, and it was filmed on a weekend. Last October, yeah. Was it August? Sorry, it was August somehow, yeah. And
it was October because you were with a good friend of ours, Veronica Freeman.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
she was there, yeah.
She came here afterwards.
She couldn't do it. She had some important days, so she just did a side role then.
Yeah.
But we met and we had a small chat because there wasn't so much time. That there was a busy set all the time. We were almost were filming 3 days in a row, so it was quite busy schedule, but I got to talk to her. She's a very nice person, yes.
Hey, Ralph, there's millions of places to look with social media and on the internet. Where's the best place if people want to keep up to date with what's going on with Primal Fear?
Actually, this is our homepage, like I said before, primalfear.de, and, of course, our Facebook site, Primal Fear. Yeah, it's also Primal Fear Official. Okay. It's called facebook.com/primalfearofficial.timeline, and you can find everything there. It's all updated every day.
Well, listening to this new album, I love it. And I was wondering, you guys kind of went through like a Spinal Tap thing with the drummers these last few years.
Oh, yeah.
So how do you like the new drummer?
Absolutely. Francesco is a very loyal guy. He's an absolutely fantastic drummer. And, there was a little bit of problems last year, yes, but, Achilles, it was just distance-wise not so easy to plan things and to rehearse and stuff. And we really wanted to go back to the rehearsal room again and rehearse a little bit more like we did in previous years. And that's the reason why we couldn't continue. We love the guy. He's just amazing, so we're still friends. But in the end, it was just the best thing to do to get Francesco in the band, and he's an absolutely great guy, drumming-wise and personal-wise as well. He fits just really perfect.
So on this album, do you think any songs could have benefited from adding some cowbell?
Cowbell?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I'm the one and only Bruce Dickinson, and my prescription is more cowbell. What was that?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Ralph, we love Rulebreaker, and we can't wait till you guys get to Chicago. We're going to go online right now and figure out when we're going to see you. But okay. We want to play another track off the album. This one's called "The End Is Near." You want to tell us a little bit about this tune?
Yeah, I mean, this is our first video clip we released weeks ago, and we had a great response from the fans, and we had also great fun shooting it. It was freezing cold in the night, but in the end, we all loved the result, and check out The End Is Near from our new album, Rulebreaker, and have fun with it.
To catch the whole show of Rock and Metal Revival, all you have to do is check it out on these affiliates. Mega Rock Radio's on Saturdays from 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and on Uncontrolled Noise Tuesdays at 1 a.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on uncontrollednoise.com. And make sure that you leave them a message and tell them that you found Rock and Metal Revival on their stations. Enjoy this edition of Rock and Metal Revival.